Hello boys and girls, today we are working on lesson 68 in Saxon math, and the first thing we're going to do is to draw 11 centimeter line segment. 11 centimeters line segment, 2 endpoints, 2-inch line segment, so go to the other side. 11 centimeters is longer than 2 inches. How many children are in this classroom? Well, for you guys, you are doing this virtually, so you don't really have a classroom right now. So think about how many people is in your home. I have 5 people in my home. So how many toes do they have? Well, each person has 10 toes. So that would be my answer, 50 toes. That is probably not all of y'all's answers. I have 3 ones, 2 hundreds. So I'm going to do my ones, tens, and hundreds, put my 3 in the ones place, my 2 in the hundreds place, and there's no 10, so my answer would be 203. How many tiles long is each side? Well, if I count along the sides, they're worth 4. So how many tiles are in the square? This is what's called area. We've been working with perimeter. That's when you count all these outside tiles. And the only reason you would use perimeter is like maybe if you were trying to fence off a yard, how much fencing would you need? You would do the perimeter. But if you're trying to figure out how much is being, like if you're making cake, how much cake you're actually using, you would use area. How much area you have, how much surface area. If you need to fill up a pool, how much area would you have to fill in? That's called volume. But we're going to go ahead and try to solve the area of this square. We can count 4, 8, 12, 16. So we know the answer is 16. But there's an easier way. It's taking your length times your width. So you do 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Norman ate 2 1/4 miniature pies. So I'm going to color in 2. Cut this one into a 1/4. And that's how much Norman ate. Shade the pies to show how much he ate. How much is not shaded? Well, 1, 2 holes, and 1, 2, 3 out of 4. Something a lot of students miss is they'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they'll write 5/4. That's something that's easily confused when you're counting, but these are 2 holes or 4/4. If we were to count it, we could say 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Another way you could write it is 11/4. This is called an improper fraction. Use a scrap of paper to follow these directions to draw a shape. Well, I don't want to get a sheet of paper, so I'm going to do it right here. It says to draw a 3-inch horizontal line, which means it's going across. I'm just going to move my paper over and draw a 3-inch line. 3-inch line. And then it says, connecting to that, draw 3-inch vertical lines. So if my bottom is 3 inches and each of my sides 3 inches, what shape do you think we're going to be drawing? So I'm going to draw another 3-inch. So what am I looking at? Am I looking at a rectangle? Let's continue. Let's see. If I connect these 2 endpoints, I'm going to have a square. And if I was to add, let's hope I can do this, a square, if I add up these sides, 3 inches plus 3 inches plus 3 inches plus 3 inches, 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 inches. List all the 3-digit numbers you can write using the digits 2, 7, and 8. I'm going to start with a 2, so I could do 278. or I can flip it and do 287. I could start with the number 8 and do 872, or flip it and do 827. And then I could do the number 7 as my hundreds place and do 782, or flip it and do 728. You can do least to greatest on your own, and you can do number 7 on your own. Let's look at these rules. We're getting bigger, so we're going to add, and the thing that is changing is the ones to the tens place, but it's really just going up or increasing by 2. That concludes today's lesson.